Boston Scott, his first carry. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, Garoppolo finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gold now out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Robert Nkemdiche in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Here's Bridgewater. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Vikings! Boston Scott, his So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Bridgewater now on second down. Flush to his right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Third down, Bridgewater. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down. Here's Drew Kaiser now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. Pulled in at the 24. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Now the Vikings now heading onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. On second down, here's Garoppolo. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They'll run on first down. Scott got some real estate inside the 30. Touchdown, Vikings! Boston Scott with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Gold now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. A second spin. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. They give him a gain of 38.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that.
And this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football, and they've got it here with a first down. To throw, Bridgewater. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Second down, Bridgewater. Being chased out left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Third and goal for Bridgewater. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Dante Moncrief, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
On first down, Scott. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
That one taken in by Carlos Henderson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards there. 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And it's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, Couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They pitch it out to Cook. Oh, twisting away. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
The return of Cook, a big boost to this Viking offense. Here's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Go ahead.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. 1:59 to go in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Wait. Here we go. 180. 12.
Garoppolo. And he's able to find Diggs. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Now Gold for the extra point. Gold with the extra point, and a lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Gold now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the... The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. A second down throw for Bridgewater. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Delta. Delta.
Throwing, Bridgewater. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. From the gun, Bridgewater. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. The Cardinals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Bridgewater now from the 50. Able to find Shaheem, the tight end. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. To the air again with Bridgewater. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals get a bit closer.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
And just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Carlos Henderson, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick, and he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well, as we are back and underway for the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, You feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Garoppolo finding his safety valve here. That's complete. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And this is incomplete. Landry the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the carry, this is Scott. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Vikings on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the 2nd half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Bridgewater now on 2nd down. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Robert Kindici in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. This one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
You got him. You got him.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
You got 4. Go ahead.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. On the move to his left. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Now it's Lockett. And that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to go up top again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Eluding the pressure right. Got some room at the 30, and he'll be out right at the 35. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10.
Find out.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He's going to air one out. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
11.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Henderson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hurry up. 11.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked the 23. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. He lets it fly for Lockett. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. A second down throw for Bridgewater. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Robert Kimdichie. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Steps away to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a fourth down after the scramble.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on third and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
Desperation time, fourth down, Bridgewater. Going right side here, and that's complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
The screen pass here to Cohen. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now it's a bootleg with Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Third and long for Bridgewater. Escaping the and a big loss here as he's taken down. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the scrambler or the dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Where is this play going? Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. And out now come the Vikings. But they can thank their defense for another stop. And now look at the score, where they've got the football. They're looking pretty good.
They're looking excellent because now you're thinking to yourself, let's just take some time off the clock. Work it down. And, of course, you put another touchdown on the board, you can pretty much say bye-bye to this one.
Play calling here can be a little bit more conservative because of the lead.
A little bit more conservative. The biggest thing, everyone understands how to get the ball downfield and how to stay in bounds and make sure the clock keeps running.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
12, fellas, here we go.
Second down, here's an option right. Again, it's Cook. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
By 20! 180! Go ahead.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Dayon Buchanan whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Bridgewater on first down. And his throw here is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. On second down, Bridgewater again. Able to find Shaheen here. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
He's going to let it fly. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals cut into that lead.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done.
Delta. Go Delta. Go Delta.
Here's Bridgewater. Flush to his right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10.
Hey, go.
Garoppolo looking to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but It's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Black 80!
Garoppolo to throw. Flushed out, and he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
A toss to Cook. Good move at the 30. 20! And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They run it again with Cook. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. And the man to bring him down was Cyrus Jones. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. Little insult to injury here late in the game. From the left hash, this from 34. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered. Do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match.